Recreation and relaxation are staple activities for park goers in the city of Vancouver. But this park, a former industrial site, is all about ecology. It's dedicated to pollinators and the plants they need.
So it really is a space for people to connect with nature, and pollination is a way for people to see nature in action. So they're really fascinated with the bees and the variety of plants.
The variety of plants are meant to bloom at different times, so the pollinators never go hungry. Plants are watered with rainwater collected from the roof.
And there's also a bat box, which was created and designed by UBC students, and also the different types of bee habitats, so for mud bees using paper structures, and then also more traditional homes that we have built on site as well.
Volunteers from the community meet regularly to weed and maintain the plants in the park.
And so it's really provided an area not only for people to recreate and to enjoy eating outside and access to nature, but also opportunity for pollinators and the ecological benefits of trees and shrubs and permeable surfaces.
The northeast corner of New Brighton Park has also transformed. What used to be aging tennis courts has become an intertidal salt marsh.
During the 60s, where I'm standing now would have been intertidal zone, would have been very productive for clams and oysters and for fish and waterfowl and things like that. And it was turned into a bigger park, covering over this really productive intertidal zone. So the city and the park board had a role in that kind of change going back to the 60s. And the loss of that habitat was really the kind of foundation for why we have this project to restore salt marsh in this location.
The project commenced in 2016 and was a collaboration between the Parks Board and the Fraser Port Authority.
3 years ago, before this project started, from a habitat point of view, an inhospitable landscape, a little bit of shoreline vegetation and then lawn. So we looked at that and said, like, what kind of features do we want to create in this? Obviously, we want an intertidal zone. We want to have salt marsh habitats.
About 25,000 salt marsh plugs, 200 native trees, and 4,000 coastal shrubs were planted on the carefully engineered wetland. Eventually, netting had to be put in to stop geese from eating the young plants.
We have these beach meadow communities dominated by native beach grasses and asters and yarrow and a bunch of species, so good for pollinators and birds and things like that. And then to the east, to the other side of the salt marsh, there's more riparian forest, so more shrubs and trees.
Like the Pollinator Park, adding ecological areas has brought new life to New Brighton Park.
By restoring, particularly some of these shoreline habitats, we can bring species back. Like it's been amazing to see. We have video of the salt marsh. We have Chinook and coho using that as they migrate through the ecosystem. We have definitely lots of sea ducks. We have river otters. This really vibrant ecosystem that's really been jump-started by this project.
These recent improvements add biodiversity to the parks and create habitat for wildlife, while still providing leisure opportunities to the public.